You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. So guys and gals, let's go ahead and just jump right back in, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes of entertain you, and let's jump right in. Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Okay. I will. Ty made his departure, leaving the two of us alone once more. That was nice of him. My favorite meddling boss. Do you think Kyrex will be fighting? I don't know. I hope not. If he is, it'd be a good chance to smack him upside the head, though, right? As enticing as the thought is, I know I'm just not strong enough. He's awfully cocky. Maybe you could use that against him. Perhaps. I'd rather not think about it. God, I need that drink now more than ever. The discussion surrounding Kyrex had clearly shaken Diego even more. All I could do was support him the best I could and hope he'd bring the thunder during his fights. That night we retired to Diego's room, our room, and I made sure to snuggle up to him extra tightly. He needed all the comfort he could get. I just hoped it would be enough. Oh my. Wait. Damn it, Diego! Why did I block that out? This is nice. I've been sleeping alone for far too long, only a small handful of times with Kyrex, and he never really cared to cuddle. He always slept as far away as he could, and his massive tail took up half the bed as it was. Sometimes he'd even smack me with it in his sleep. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that asshat up again. I guess it's just, you know, when someone is in your life for a long time like that, you tend to compare everything to them. They become sort of like a benchmark. And when somebody else fills that role, it's hard not to compare. How am I doing? Better than he ever did, in every way imaginable. I just hope that me bringing him up doesn't bother you. It's okay, I understand. It's still very fresh after all, and something like that you went through can stick with you for a while. Leave scars that don't heal easily. I don't know that. In time, I'm sure I'll heal and forget about it, but for now, it's somehow cathartic. That and it reminds me of how lucky I am to have you instead of him. You're such an incredible upgrade, more than I deserve. Likewise, I've been single for a long time. I'm so glad we did this. Me too. Good night, Brian. See you bright and early tomorrow. Good night, Diego. Two of us drifted off to sleep, enjoying the warmth and comfort of each other's embrace. Back in the city, I never felt all that comfortable anywhere, but be it at work or at home, my environment was dreary and depressing, and my overall mood reflected that. Eventually, I reached the end of my wick and took a leap of faith that landed me here, in Woodcrest, held tightly within Diego's arms. I felt as though I was living a dream. Perhaps dreams really do come true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to block that out. That little penis. Well, I ain't little, that's for damn sure. Today was the day. Diego's first fight of the tournament was due to begin in a couple of hours. We began our day with a hearty breakfast and seated side by side on the couch as we usually did. The couch. Coach. Got a coach on the mind. So, Dom says Lucas has him busy today, so he won't be there. Ty is coming, though. Axe will be, but of course he will. He knows both fighters. So when you think about it, no matter who loses, Axel wins, right? Or loses, depending on your perspective. Yeah, I guess. Diego went silent, staring at the half-eaten breakfast on his plate. He wasn't eating with his usual gusto, a clear indication something was amiss. I take it you're nervous? Damn right I'm nervous. I have no idea how this is gonna go. You've got the benefit of experience. Russell doesn't seem well prepared. I'm kind of fat, though. He'll move quicker than I will. He's got that big tail of his. I wonder if he'll use it. Ty gave you some pointers for that, right? Right. What was it? Low stance? Yeah, feet wide apart, low center of gravity. His tail should just bounce right off you. And because he has to turn to use it, I'll have an opportunity to slap his shit afterwards. Slap his... what? God, what? That thought evokes some strong imagery. I wonder how heavy he is. He'd probably be easier to topple than I am. Probably. Gotta make sure you catch him off guard, though. I know, get in there with a cock slap. Or cocks. Sharks have too, right? I don't think so. That's not a thing, is it? Either way, I somehow feel like that might be against the rules. Yeah, I know. I guess I'm trying to distract myself from being nervous with juvenile humor. I'm about to say, what kind of fight is this exactly? Yeah, probably don't slap any cocks. If you're lucky, I might slap yours after. Lovingly, of course. You really are nervous, huh? Yeah, sorry, it's easy to doubt myself these days. Last time around, I wasn't all that nervous. Not nearly as nervous as I am now, at any rate. I've just lost a lot of my courage. Because of the territory, I guess. I used to be practically bulletproof. Maybe that's not entirely true, or I'd have had the courage to clap your cheeks years ago. Oh boy. Diego's increasingly sexual jokes continued as his breakfast grew cold. An eventual reminder prompted him to finish his meal before the two of us set off in the direction of the tournament. Diego and I arrived at the tournament a short while before his flight was due to start. Ty had already arrived and was... for his fight. Ty had already arrived and was waiting in the locker room for us to turn up. Sorry guys, I'm still waking up. Damn. Still waking up. Had my morning coffee, just waiting for it to kick in. Oh, man. What a yawn.
Ah, I'm glad to see you both. How are you feeling, Diego?
Nervous, but what can you do, right?
Rest assured, that is quite normal to feel that way. I'm sure you will make us proud.
I'm not, but I'll do my best.
Now, Diego, I have every faith that you yourself will be surprised by your own abilities.
Yep, you're gonna do amazing! Shouldn't you be cheering Russell on instead?
You're both gonna be amazing!
That's right! This fight is gonna be, like, totally awesome, dude! You're not nervous? Heh, not really, it'll be fun anyway, right? Win or lose, I'll be happy I gave it a go! Huh.
That is a wonderful attitude to have.
Our next heat begins in 5 minutes. Contestants are Russell and Diego. Please make your way to the ring and be ready to begin. That's our cue! So it is. Hey, Diego. Yeah? Good luck, my dude. Good luck. Russell made his way around the other side of the arena with Axel in tow. While departing, Axel gave Diego a smile and a thumbs up, which Diego half-heartedly returned. Russell's a weird guy.
I find his positivity rather refreshing thus far. Perhaps you could learn something, Diego.
Hey, I'm positive. Sometimes.
It is quite all right, Diego. You have been through quite a lot. I am certain you will restore some of that lost positivity in time. Perhaps spending some time with Russell will help with that.
I don't know. If I lost, I don't think my pride would let me live it down.
Our next heat is scheduled to begin in 2 minutes. Contestants, please be ready to begin.
Guess I should head over.
Good luck, Diego. I look forward to your performance.
Yeah, you've got this. Make us proud. Huh. No promises, but I'll see what I can do. Diego made his way out of the locker rooms and towards the ring, leaving just Ty and I alone.
I do hope this all was not too short notice for him. I know I did not allow him long to train.
You're having doubts now, too? 1 second, guys. There we go. All better. Had to clear my sinuses.
Oh, perhaps a little. I believe he is capable, no doubt about that, but his lack of confidence may not serve him well.
He's been quite nervous. I know he's strong enough. I know he's strong, though.
Between us, we can only hope that is enough. Anyway, shall we make our way to the stands?
Yeah, let's. This ought to be good. Ty and I set ourselves up in front of the row of the seats by Diego's corner. Diego and Russell are already in the ring, waiting for the fight to begin.
Today's 4th heat is about to begin. In the red corner, we have a new contestant. Everybody please give it up for Russell!
The small crowd of people watching the heats began clapping and cheering for Russell. He responded with a hearty smile and a wave. In the blue corner, we have a quarter-finalist from last year's tournament.
Please welcome Diego back to the ring.
Once more, the crowd cheered and clapped. Even Russell on the opposite side of the ring clapped for him, something that Diego's expression suggested was a surprise.
Our rules are simple. No strikes to the head or to the groin. Everything else is fair game. There's no restriction on how you fight, only that you fight. Tackles, sweeps, punches, kicks, all are allowed. Each round lasts 90 seconds or until a contestant wins. A pin is achieved by holding your opponent down for 3 seconds. A total of 3 successful pins are required to win, or until a contestant forfeits the match. There are 10 rounds total, ending in a draw for any tied matches. Penalties are depicted by yellow and red cards. Minor penalties will incur a yellow card. 3 yellow cards are equal to 1 red card. Major penalties incur a red card. A red card is equal to 1 pin against you. Please be sure you fight cleanly and fairly. Diego raised his fists, ready to fight. Russell did so in turn, a look of joyful determination on his face. Without further ado, let the match begin! Oh, that is cool.
Diego and Russell both began by closing the distance between them, before Diego took his first swing, expertly dodged by Russell. Diego threw several more punches, only one of which connected, yet seemed to have little impact. Russell responded with a strike of his own, which hit Diego square in the belly. Diego looked down to where the strike had connected to see his belly jiggling. Clearly he hadn't felt much, evidenced by a newfound smile and followed by an immediate counterattack. Russell, not expecting to be countered so soon, attempted to dodge the attack with only partial success. The punch landed on his upper arm, causing Russell to stagger backwards a step. Diego quickly responded by sweeping his foot underneath Russell's legs, successfully tripping him to the ground. He leapt on top of Russell, beginning a pin, only for Russell to promptly throw him off. The two of them promptly got back up and returned to their positions. Russell threw several punches, all landing. Diego endured through gritted teeth before returning a punch of his own to little effect. Suddenly, Russell twisted to his side, his tail coming at Diego at a rapid pace. Diego was not prepared, being knocked off his feet and pinned by Russell. 1, 2, 3! Score 1 to Russell! Oof! Diego knows how to counter that. He must have been caught off guard. Yeah, Russell was quick about it. Diego just didn't respond quickly enough. Hopefully now he'll be prepared. Eesh, I saw it coming and everything. I just froze up. It is quite alright. You're doing well otherwise. Just be sure to keep an eye out for that tail. You've got this, Diego. Right. I do hope he recovers from this. Me too. Honestly, I feel a little bad pushing him to do this with so little notice. If he loses, I don't know how we'll take it. Whatever happens, I'm sure it can be navigated. I hope so. Round 2! Fight! The fighters once again closed their distance and began circling one another, waiting for the other to take their first strike. This continued for several seconds before Diego grew impatient and threw a punch. Russell dodged and countered his attack, landing a strike square in his side. It staggered Diego a little, an expression of mild pain worn on his face, but he persevered. Russell threw several more punches which Diego was able to avoid, followed immediately by a rapid tail sweep. Diego noticed this in time and deflected Russell's strike before striking Russell in the back with his right fist. It staggered Russell, allowing Diego to sweep him off his feet and pin him to the ground. 1, 2, 3! Score 1 all! Diego returned to his corner, firing me a wink and a toothy smile as he did. I returned his smile, noticing a comforting gleam of confidence in his eyes. That was more like it. He got him in the back after his tail sweep. Indeed. Diego had clearly learned from the first round, as evidenced by his successful counter to Russell's tail whip. I have to say I'm a little proud. That was great. He might have a shot at this after all. I would not have suggested this if I did not think him capable. I am glad he seems to be getting into the swing of things. Round 3. Fight! I'm gonna do the Mortal Kombat. Round 3. Fight! This time Diego adopted a very different strategy to before. Rather than close the distance and hold his ground there, he immediately rushes Russell as soon as the round began, throwing him back against the ropes. After bouncing him off the ropes, Russell staggered forward, straight into Diego's fist, winding him and causing him to fall to the ground. Once again, Diego pinned him. 1, 2, 3! Score 2, Diego. 1, Russell. Holy shit, that was awesome, but surely against the rules. In many tournaments, yes. Not this one, however. As I said, it is not about how you fight, just that you fight. Damn, he totally took Russell by surprise there. Indeed, although perhaps he should have saved that for the final round. Russell will now be anticipating it. I was impressed by Diego's sudden change of tactics. It had served him well, although perhaps Ty was right. Russell would be prepared for another attack like it. Come on, Diego, one more pin. You can do this. I believe in you. Round 4. Fight! This time, Russell held his distance, waiting for a similar trick from Diego. Diego, on the other hand, reverted back to his original strategy, moving to the center of the ring. Russell pondered for a moment before attempting a similar tactic to Diego's, rushing to the center of the ring to try and knock Diego off balance. Diego had definitely moved out of the way. Russell quickly ceased his rush and turned to face Diego. You could see Russell pondering his strategy, unsure of how Diego was going to fight next. Diego stood ready while Russell cautiously approached. He stood just outside of striking distance. Diego behaved similarly. Before long, the round was half over and neither had thrown a punch. Suddenly, Russell approached and attempted to grab Diego from behind, a strategy he had not yet tried. He attempted to throw Diego off his feet, a feat that clearly proved difficult due to Diego's size. Furthermore, Diego had adopted a wide stance, making himself as steady as possible. Russell tried in vain several times to break Diego's stance, before suddenly being elbowed in the gut. Staggering backwards, Russell was clearly winded and took several moments to recover. These several moments would be his undoing as Diego would rapidly intercept him and grab his tail. A look of surprise spread across Russell's face as Diego gave his tail a firm tug, knocking Russell even further off balance. Diego sealed the deal with a strong kick square in Russell's back. Russell fell to the floor, and Diego threw himself on top of him. The PA began counting down, while Russell desperately struggled to throw Diego off. He was nearly successful,
managed to get up enough to reset the count before Diego leapt on top of him, bringing him back down once more.
1, 2, 3! Match complete! The winner is Diego!
At the PA's announcement, Russell's struggling stopped as he lay face down in the ring. Diego, breathing heavily, climbed back to his feet and threw Ty a mean wide grin before he offered a hand to Russell. Russell accepted this and allowed Diego to pull him up. Russell pat Diego on the back with a similarly wide grin, before exiting from his corner of the ring. Diego in turn retreated to his and climbed out to meet us. I was worried for a short while, but his victory passed my concern into memory, replaced only by relief and pride. Pride for Diego for having taken on this challenge, fighting so valiantly and claiming his first hard-won victory.
Holy shit, I won!
Indeed, a most terrific performance. I knew you had it in you.
That was awesome, Diego. Russell seemed really confused when you switched up tactics. I was trying to fight all proper like at the start, but Russell was matching me fairly well. I had to change it up. Haven't had that much fun in like ages! Really? Fighting and getting punched is a good time for you? Yeah, I'm glad I got to do this. Now I know what I need to work on for the next year.
Congratulations, Diego. You did great.
That was a great fight, my dude. You bet I'll be watching you in this You bet I'll be watching you win this thing. Win? I doubt it. Still, this means I've made it to the quarters, so at least I've matched my performance from last year.
In recognition of Diego's terrific victory today, I propose we celebrate back at the bar. My treat, of course.
Oh man, free food?
Indeed, as much as you would like. That goes for all of you, if you would be so inclined to join us.
You bet. Oh!
Yes, Russell, you are more than welcome to join us if you would like.
Well, only if Diego, totally wants me there, man. I am the loser, after all. You wouldn't be uncomfortable? Not at all. Alright, it's settled. Come and join us. Ty's food is the best around. The drinks are pretty good, too.
Pretty good? Is that all? I am insulted, Diego.
You know they're the best. I just can't drink them no more.
That hardly detracts from their quality. Nonetheless, shall we, gentlemen?
We shall. Let's get a move on. Nice work. The five of us departed the tournament and walked the couple blocks to Ty's bar. On arrival, Ty excused himself to the kitchen while the four of us remaining set ourselves up at a nearby table. So, what's everyone gonna have?
I think I'll have the chili chorizo nachos.
Nothing to drink?
Nah, I don't want to be a temptation for you.
No way, dude. I ain't stopping anybody else from drinking just because I have a problem with it. Besides, I bet you wouldn't be the only one drinking. Trust me, it's cool.
I had mixed feelings about drinking in front of Diego, but he had a point. I wouldn't be the only one doing it. It made little sense to restrict myself given the circumstances. Nonetheless, I hope Diego wouldn't be tempted by it. Whoa, you quit drinking, Diego? Since when?
Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. If a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!